I've been asked to use my branding expertise to provide some insight into the presidential election. Now, when we talk about branding, we're primarily concerned with the target audience and how the product, in this case, these guys, makes them feel. So here's how branding analysis informs this election season. Donald Trump is a and Kamala Harris isn't. Now, that doesn't mean that Harris is in any way qualified to be president. She's a candidate that nobody voted for. As vice president, she's been wildly unpopular, and let's be honest, she sucked at most of the stuff she's been in charge of. She's a gaffe machine who can't articulate a clear idea, but doesn't have Joe Biden's excuse of being senile. Her policies, what little we know about them, are gimmicky, or they're dangerous. She's been accused of overseeing a toxic workplace, remember that? And when she met with foreign leaders early in her VP tenure, she was an embarrassment. In her previous job as Attorney General, she was soundly criticized for her overly harsh prosecution of minorities. And she's married to a guy who people say knocked up the nanny and slapped a former girlfriend around. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, it tells you something about her judgment. But she's not a like Donald J. Trump. So, who's the target audience and how does all this make them feel? Well, the target audience is we the people. And we the people are sick and tired of a broken election system, fueled by a cabal of degenerate donors, aided by a fatuous media, and confused by an ignorant and arrogant cohort of big tech social media con artists. We the people are frustrated with being force-fed bad information and even worse candidates election after election after election. We the people are exhausted. We're exhausted from being told that this election is the most important election in history, again, and that democracy can only be saved, again, by going into the voting booth and picking either an idiot or a douchebag to lead us for the umpteenth time this generation. And because of this long and detestable track record, we the people have lost faith in institutions. We don't trust any of the elected officials anymore, and we're suspicious of any and all information sources. And not only that, we the people are divided because all the people who voted for the idiot are upset with the people who voted for the douchebag, and all the people who voted for the douchebag, they don't like the people who voted for the idiot, and nobody really likes themselves either. Because let's be honest, who wants to vote for idiots and or douchebags? So, if you put all this together from a branding perspective, we're screwed. In fact, our government and political system, if it were any other brand, nobody would buy anything from them and they would go out of business. Unfortunately though, governments don't go out of business. No, they get overthrown. But I suspect that's a bridge too far for we the people, at least for now. So what does all this branding wisdom point to as the likely outcome of this year's election? Riots. But I'm counting on you to prove me wrong.